So, okay. Approval of the minutes from the January 20th meeting. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Public comment. Anyone have public comment? Yes.
Hi, so quick question. Actually, I noticed you were working on the lighting at the firehouse.
I couldn't.
The lighting at the firehouse, the new lights for the driveways and whatnot.
Yes.
Fantastic idea. LED, wonderful. Middletown just put them up by Wesleyan University. Nice and bright, they're actually fantastic. Thank you for looking into that. Okay, my question is, you're gonna use that grant, correct?
There's a grant, yes.
Okay, good, excellent. And there was, the cost was, I think, I saw $3,500, somewhere around there, 36. Now, who's the contractor?
Jeff Everett,
Okay, was there a competitive bid for this?
yes.
Okay, who were the other bidders for it?
The other bidders, well, Jeff has a bucket truck, so
Yeah.
that also helped. So the other bidders were, hourly rate were Joe Ternulo, Chip Frey, Raska, and Jeff Everett.
Okay, I hadn't read where the bids were open and.
Well, we didn't do an opening bids, we got an hourly rate for the job of what it would be.
Okay, as long as we stay with the charter and we got the competitive bids, that's a very good thing. Okay, thank you.
Anyone else? Yes.
To expand on that, so you didn't post it in the newspaper or anything? You didn't
No.
accept any?
We called and got their acceptance. Anyone else? Okay. There's a couple correspondence. There's 2 requests to use town roads, one by TourdeCure, and one by CCAP Breakaway benefit. TourdeCure has a race, 400 riders. It's on June 12th, which is a Sunday, during fairgrounds, and they're asking permission to do the roads. And the route is Baldwin to come up Hamburg, Ferry, 148, Burr Road, Corny, McTighe, Jackson, Little City.
They're not asking us to do anything for them or
Nope.
stopping traffic.
This is all be moved, nope, all participants, website, signature in order for the plan route to be approved by DOT. So that's the first one that's going to take place on June 12th. And the other one is on June 19th. This one's from 9 to 3. This one has 300 riders with 3 to 4 support vehicles. And the map for this one is going to start foothills from German to Candlewood, Walkley Hill, Hayden, Turkey Hill, Cedar Lake, 148, Wig Hill. So that is the route for that. And so they're not asking, no alcohol consumption. They're just asking for, to be able to use the roads in the map.
Yeah, no, they always ask, but there's no, using the ordinance,
Yeah, no, I know, I think they're just notifying us exactly that that's happening in those days. So.
Well, so I'll make a motion that we allow them to use the roads as everybody can do anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Further request.
Further request.
Any discussion? Aye. Okay, there's a change to the agenda. Marilyn has completed the reval for the grand list. However, she wanted to make some corrections on the report that she had given me. So at 2 o'clock today, she asked me to not have this be on the agenda for tonight, so we will put it back on the agenda for next week.
Make a motion on the agenda to remove the subscription.
Okay. Okay. animal control officer from Dawn. Despite her having issues with her van, which hopefully we're supposed to be fixed by today, she's been pretty busy. The one thing that she asked, I guess when people have been missing a cat or a dog, they're putting it up on Facebook, and they're just assuming that she knows that her dog or cat is lost. And I'm going to do my best, and I'm hoping just to make a public announcement, that anyone can just spread the word that if that happens, it's great to put it up on Facebook, but she doesn't know that when it goes up on Facebook. So if a call goes into her, it just makes life a lot easier for her to be able to get the cat back with its owner. Yes, there was an incident where a dog showed up, and you know, she didn't mind, it's her job, but it took her about 2 hours to do, where if she had been notified initially on Facebook that the dog was missing, she probably could have gotten the dog back to the homeowner that much sooner. So that was the only verbal request that she asked me to make. I have a report from Troop F. There were no major investigations. They're currently in the process of writing and submitting a 2016 DWI grant. There were 183 infractions, 9 warnings, 1 DUI on site. There was 1 motor vehicle accident with injuries, there were 5 without. A number of alarms, no burglaries, few disturbances. There was 1 untimely death, unfortunately. And there were no fatal accidents in the town of Haddam in the month of January, so that's always a good thing. Okay. I need to also make an amendment, number 6, if we can add under appointments. So I need to add on for P&Z, Ed Waller has moved from an alternate position. I have a letter from Jamin Lorenzo, the chair. For P&Z, he's moved to the permanent position, which gives us a vacancy on P&Z for an alternate. And also make an amendment to appointments for wetlands. We have an alternate position, and Dave Costa has graciously offered to take that position. So I need to make an amendment to the agenda to add those 2 items.
I make a motion to amend the agenda to add the appointment of Ed Waller from alternate to permanent on that agenda, and to appoint Dave Costa
As an alternate. Okay. Any discussion? Okay. The other item is, I'll just do them all together, I think it's easier. I mentioned at last month's meeting that we're going to be doing a charter revision. We're due to do that. It's been about 12 years since we did that. The maximum amount that we can have on that panel is 15 individuals. The party ratio is 2 to 1, so you can have 2/3 to be either Democrat or Republican to the other third. I already have had people reach out to me to ask to be on that. We're going to put that on the agenda today so that we can vote on it. We're going to also put it in the legal notices for individuals to know. To just send an email or a phone call to the Selectmen's office is fine. And then depending upon the number of candidates we have, then we'll make a decision as to qualifications as to who should be on the panel. So just anyone who's interested, I'm happy to have you put your name forward. And then we'll be able to set up a town meeting and file the statute of what we're supposed to do accordingly for that. So, you want to make a motion? I guess just approve everything.
Yeah, we have to,
Yeah.
we have to make individual motions,
Yeah.
so,
All right, so let's do it all first.
yeah. Make a motion to appoint Ed Waller from alternate position to permanent position based upon the chairman's request. P. Feburary.
Okay. Any discussion? Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye. And then make a motion to appoint Dave Costa onto wetlands per Mark Stevens' request.
And Dave also wrote me an email. He's very qualified to do it
To wetlands
as an alternate.
as an alternate.
Any discussion? favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. And last is Charter Revision.
We just, we're
Yeah,
going
so
to
we-
make a motion that we're going to act with this.
Yep, yep, so, Charter Revision Committee will be appointed by the Board of Selectmen 2/3 within 30 days.
I'll make a motion that per, chapter 99, we will make efforts to appoint a charter revision commission within the prescribed deadlines for appointing the commission. Okay.
Any second, or any, discussion? All in favor? Aye. Okay. Thank you. All right, tax refunds, we have a bunch of tax refunds. All right. So we have a motor vehicle refund for Robert or Doris Johnson. I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4 for them together. So the first one is motor vehicle for $175.66. Second is also for motor vehicle for $37.13. Another motor vehicle for $50.80. And the last is also a motor vehicle for $260.52. I have one individually for Robert Johnson, motor vehicle for $178.46. Another one for Robert Johnson individually for $26.83. One for Samuel Fresher, motor vehicle for $28.23. I have one for real estate to Paula Sheehan for $24.74. Motor vehicle to Hyundai Leasing Titling for $149.98. Another one for Hyundai Titling for motor vehicle for $275.18. Hyundai must be on a roll. Hyundai Leasing Title, another one for motor vehicle, $149.98. Must have got all the paperwork out at once. And last but not least, one for personal property for Don Henson for $72.89. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Old business. New business. We are looking for someone, Marge DeBold has been graciously serving on the Nuclear Energy Advisory Council. I would like a resident from town to volunteer to sit on that council. They meet 4 times a year. They meet, again, they just met in January, and they will be meeting again, I believe, in June. There's another meeting in September, and there's another meeting in December. The meetings are usually held in Waterford, and I need an individual to sit on this commission. The reason for it is because of the power plant, and by statute we're allowed to have an individual. So if anyone is interested in sitting on that commission, if you can call my office or Ellis or send me an email or know anyone, that would be great. Okay, public comments. Yes?
You mentioned the AC Animal Control Officer. Have any thoughts on having her own Facebook page? Because that would just, would make it easier to, so I know Middletown has a very active one, and
Yeah.
a lot of information gets passed.
She told me she doesn't have time to go on
Okay,
Facebook,
that's
so,
what I just-
yeah, no,
Right,
she doesn't look, which is why she asked me to make the announcement.
And with Be Free Solar, when they did all that solar work in town, there was an issue with some of the legality of some of their paperwork that they had done. And as a settlement, the town received some solar panels to be placed on, what's the status of those solar panels?
So the Energy Commission met last month to discuss options of where the solar panels can go. And they were gathering information, Mark Stevens is the chair of that. And there's another meeting on Monday, so I'm expecting a follow-up on that.
Okay.
So a decision can be made.
And actually, one lesson just reminded me up here, I want to make a call. Any movement on getting cell service along the store?
Yes, there's a few properties that have been identified, so I'm waiting to hear as to what the options are on that.
The siting council, we'll expect no problem with being able to put another.
No, we haven't got as far as the siting council, but we are taking into consideration the gateway and the view and things that
Oh,
are.
yeah.
So the company that's looking at it is familiar with the siting council and works with them all the time for municipalities. So there's 2, possibly 3 locations that have been identified.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just to add to that, I know that AT&T and Verizon are about the only ones that get good reception in this town, so if they could really concentrate and spread to a T-Mobile up here, that would be great.
Yes.
Following up on the LED lights and the energy task force that you mentioned, the $3,600 that you mentioned, the cost was going to be for a finance meeting, is that including materials and the fixtures? Is that something that the energy task force looked at, the different kinds of fixtures that are available out there and chose the ones that they thought were best?
We hired a professional electrician who's very familiar with doing that and does work for other municipalities. So it was his recommendations of what to use. We went with that.
A question.
Yes.
After the executive session, does the board going to appoint a new building official? Is that the goal?
No.
After the executive session, to discuss a building official, new hire and salary, is the goal to appoint a new building official?
No, it's to discuss this new hire and
Yeah,
salary.
but after the executive session, are you coming out and vote to appoint someone?
No.
Okay.
Can you just let us know when you're back in?
Of course.
That'd be great.
Oh, where that health line is posted for the town, if they need somebody, where is that posted on the town site?
Usually it's posted in the Middletown Press and it's posted on the board in the town hall.
Okay.
Anything else? Okay, so we are going to,
Make a motion to adjourn into executive session.
all in favor? Aye.
Cheers.
I'll make a motion.
All in favor?